Okay, welcome to another. Well, I guess not another. This will be the first time that you build with Johnny and Josh. Uh, as you can see, I'm floating. This is an
Since,
exact.
we got wings and now we can fly.
Now we can levitate. We can levitate. No, this is an exact copy of our Let's Play world. So we're in creative mode. We're going to be building everything that you guys see in our world in survival Minecraft. No mods, no extras. But when we design and build things, we're going to design them first in this creative world, and then we'll get a schematic of what we build, and then we can bring it in and go and search for the materials that we need and compile everything in a way that it'll make it easy for both of us to build at the same time and not have to worry about falling to our death. Things like that, mainly falling to our death.
And getting a good design
Yeah, and
from
getting
all
better
angles.
designs. Right. We'll have a better outcome this way. So I've got a replay mod running, so you guys will see sort of an overview as we design and discuss, and then we'll stop periodically along the way to update you guys on what we're doing. Anything else from you, sir?
No. Enjoy.
Enjoy. Let's get started.
Okay, welcome back. Uh, we've been sort of planning out what we're doing. So obviously down here we talked on the first episode, or yeah, about how we wanted a scaffolding coming up from our mine. So we sort of planned that out with the white concrete here, and with our bridge design, we sort of wanted it to sort of fork off and go towards that. So it's like we're getting all our materials for the whole village from here, which is really nice. So we have these sort of arches to help support that bridge, because obviously that makes no sense. And then here's our bridge design, just to get from one side to the other. The arches on either side, and then a nice little swoop in the middle. And with our little man over here and his little face holding up the whole bridge right there.
Strongman competition.
But yeah, that's basically it for the layout, not really the design.
Yeah,
Just
so
sort
what
of
we'll
the outline.
exactly what we'll do now is we're gonna start to swap out these materials for the palette that we sort of predetermined yesterday. A lot of stone and things that we already own, and a lot of spruce wood, just because we have a lot of that wood hanging around from building our homes and starting everything. So we're gonna jump to that, so you'll start to see the time lapse of us swapping those materials out. Making moves, making moves. We've got quite the bridge here. We had the idea to add in some fence gates here. Fence gates honestly are the ones, in my mind, the fence that most correlates fence in real life. It just has the same sort of scale to me as a handrail. So that's why you see it here, and you also see it up there on my deck, in between the posts. I just use fence gates. So that's my little addition here. Johnny came up with this nice little H formation for the bricks in between, and then I edited a little with the upside down stairs underneath. But it creates a really nice atmosphere when you're walking through, because you get some leading lines down the left and the right for the posts, but then also a little variation as you walk by, so you can sort of peek through and see things throughout. It doesn't wall you off from the ravine, but it's also a safe passage. We had a not an in-depth discussion, but a pretty good discussion about whether or not we're going to let villagers pass by over top of this bridge, and we came to the conclusion that yes, we do want villagers to be wandering back and forth. So we needed to make it a safe place for them to go. Johnny, you want to talk about the arches?
Yeah. So I guess this side. Um, we sort of went with this arch style. We had it on this side. It's a little blocky, so we added a little bit of stairs, but also we still want to keep it a little, structurally safe. So we kept it pretty thick. Added some depth with the walls. Added lots of variation. Mossy cobble, because water's gonna be dripping down, getting the bricks all wet. And then in the middle here, we edited it a little to sort of break it up with the spruce stairs down here. So we kept it pretty thick. I like how that turned out. And then yeah, underneath we sort of varied it up with slabs, and it's not perfectly flat. And then on this side, same. It's not perfectly flat, but it's good. Got his lovely face here holding up the brick
Yeah.
still.
His eyes are still there. The idea behind the variation on the underside isn't that this is how it would be built in real life, although there would be variation in rocks if you were to build a bridge this way. The idea is to create better shadows and a better texture when staring at it. A common problem that you run into when building in Minecraft is walls like this, where all you see is stone, 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 repeating texture over and over again. So when you add in these walls and these different textures and different colors, it really adds or increases the amount of shadows that you'll get across the build, which makes it more realistic to our eyes as human beings, because we're used to seeing such little shadows and such higher resolution than Minecraft. So
We
that's
love shadows.
yeah, shadows are the well, it's light's paintbrush, right?
Yeah.
We wouldn't understand what light was doing without shadows. So that's what those brick walls are doing, and that's why concrete sort of looks so strange in Minecraft, because there's no shadows on it. Uh,
Just a
and I
flat
think
texture.
exactly, and that's sort of the idea behind this whole bridge is create textures that'll break up the eye. Oops, I tossed a brick. Uh, and that will create a like pleasing experience every time we run across the bridge. Because once you have elytra, there's really you really got to motivate yourself to walk places.
Exactly.
Especially once we get a creeper farm and a sugarcane farm, then it's going to be unlimited rockets, XP grinders with whatchamacallit, mending. It's just sort of game over. So what this bridge is going to make us do is maybe one day I need to run over to Johnny's house for them, and I think, you know what, I'm going to run over there across the bridge rather than just glide, and that's
Yeah.
what this bridge does.
Another thing to sort of go along with that is why I'm building stables, so that it sort of forces me, hey, I have horses, why not ride them? And so it sort of forces me, one, to better the situation with our village and getting around, so that I am able to do that, but also, two, it motivates me to actually do that. So it
Yep.
not only looks better, but also functions better.
So hopefully you guys can take some of these ideas and put them into your own world, right? Using a creative world to map out your ideas. First, starting with the general idea and motion of what you want your build to be, and maybe future things that are going to play into this design. And then you sort of move to your palette, which we laid out over here. You could see us messing around, and then this makes it really easy to build also because you can just use the block picker to quickly grab what block you want. And then also you can see sort of what your palette's going to look like before you start building with it. So that you know when you're staring at a bunch of bricks, you can go, oh, I can break this up with a little bit of stone, a little bit of spruce, get those different colors going. Take these tips, and hopefully you can make some of your builds better, and then you guys can share those in the future.
Yep. By the way, it's middle mouse click to pick that block. I know for the longest time I saw people doing it, but I never knew how to do it. Just middle mouse click. Easy. It grabs that same exact block you have there.
Every time. Cool. All right, so we are now in the survival world. So you can see house up there. It looks exactly the same. The bridge appears to be here, but it's not. This is a hologram. This is a mod called Lightmatica. We're going to be building everything that you guys see in our world in survival Minecraft. No mods, no extras. But when no mods, it's a mod where you can copy and paste schematics for buildings so that you can build in creative freely and then bring it into a survival world. So I'm just going to pop into spectator mode so you can see this and I'm not wasting rockets. But full size bridge that you guys just saw in the clip before, the pink shows you what blocks need to go. The red shows you what blocks need to be changed. So a block is supposed to be there, but you placed the wrong block. And then the blue is just what blocks still need to be placed. And Johnny is seeing the same thing on his screen so that he could start on one side, I could start on the other, and then we could go from there. But we're going to start building this and gathering materials, and then you guys will see the finished product in the end.
Whoop whoop. Welcome back, guys. We have finished the design of the bridge and finished building the bridge in our world. So this is our real world, not the creative one. So let's get right into looking at this bridge. So here's the bridge. We put a little extra design on top to make it look like a nice bridge here, to add a little design feature so it's not just, empty bridge. It's like a bustling bridge now. We've designed both sides, finished them up. Still put the faces in because you can't miss those. We didn't put anything on the side over here to go towards the mining tower crane thing yet because, well, we don't have that yet. So we just boarded it up. When that comes, we'll open this up and continue out that way. But yeah, I think this turned out real nice. Looking good. So let's head on into the next thing we're gonna work on for this episode. So what's the next thing to work on in this video, you may ask? I sort of want to get this done. These are supposed to be stables and a little like workshop area. I want to get horses. I said that during the building of the bridge, but I think it'd just be really cool. That's also a big effort to try to get like the fastest, highest jumping horse you can, which I think I could have fun with. But I don't really have the design for that, so what I'm gonna work on today is this guy. Not this guy in particular, just getting another one of these guys. I don't think I'll be able to get it today. I'm recording without Josh right now. But I'm fairly sure I can get a way to set up to get him back when Josh comes. So I'll get back to you on the plan for today. So here we are, mining away. Uh, I think you can understand where I'm trying to go with this. Um, my thought is to, of course, take them through the Nether. That way, we cut the distance down, making it faster. Not only that, but we can just do a straight shot tunnel from one portal to the next. The problem with taking them in the overworld is that the ocean part would be very easy, but from about where our spawn is to here is very hilly and very hard to get a villager, and I really don't want to dig a tunnel for 600, 400 blocks. So here we are, mining away obsidian. There is a slight problem with this method too, though. Our portal for the server is at the lowest, well, not the lowest, mine is actually at the lowest point, but it is at a very low point, and hard, almost probably impossible, for the villager to get up to the top of the village, because we haven't built those paths yet. So, I'm probably going to have to build two portals, one to get up top, and then, one where the village is. So at this point, you may have a lot of questions. Why not just put our villager breeder down by that portal? That way we can just use that portal. Um, my answer for that is, if you look at this bridge, this wonderful bridge, it looks lovely at night. There's not really much reason for villagers to use that right now. There's not really anything over here but this house. So only one villager would be using it. But I sort of want this to be a highly used one, a highly used bridge, because we put so much time into it. So my idea is to, one, build a couple more houses over here. That'd be nice. Just small ones, maybe in the cliff, maybe not. I don't know. But my main idea is to put the villager breeder in the hill here. And that way, when we pop out villagers to populate the village, they are able to use this bridge, so that it's a used bridge. Uh, it's not just gonna sit here just for looks. It's actually gonna be used, which I think will be very nice. So I sort of want to clear out an area here and to put the portal in there. That way, when they come out of the nether, they're right into the villager breeder. That way we can get some villagers popping out. I'll get to you guys back when I clear out some space. This may look like a big jump in progression, seeing as though there's villagers here, there's big areas, carved out, a bunch of villagers over here, but if you look at my bar, you can tell this is not our server, but this is the design I was gonna go for. It's just real nice. That way, when small villagers get made, they come out, they fall in. When they grow up, they swim up and in. And here we'll just have it so that they pop out and into our village, populate our village. Later, we'll probably take it somewhere else to make librarians like we did here on this server. This is my family server, so there's been a lot of hours put into this one. I'd say it's probably a year old, if not more. But we're starting to get our own librarian with every book. We have a library right there that has a bunch, but that's why we have this villager breeder to make everything organized and get every book at the highest level. Also, just a quick side note, if you guys want to see this whole server, because there's a lot of stuff here, leave a comment down below, and I'll be glad to take a tour around the world and to show everything off. Do a little world tour. If you guys want to see more of this world, yeah, just leave a like, leave a comment down below, just telling me And yeah, I can do a tour. I could probably get Josh and maybe a couple of my other siblings to hop on and give us a world tour. Um, this is, like I said, our family server, so all my siblings are on it. So there's a lot of people, a lot of different places with a lot of buildings. So if you want to see the whole thing, just leave a comment down below, and I'd be glad to do that. So welcome back. I have this area in the mountain cleared out now. I guess I'll get the ground covered with dirt. I'll put in the walls around it, and then have my own little entrance. But right now, I did change up the design a little. So I'll have a trapdoor right here so that the adult villagers that are breeding can't get out. But once it becomes night, the baby villagers will see these beds and try to go and think that they can walk. And so they come over here, they'll fall down, and into here we'll have some water, and then they'll come out right here into the world. As you can see, I did a little design on the outside. I'll show you that when I'm done with everything, but for now we'll just keep it our little secret, and it'll be a nice surprise for when I'm done with this. I finished the setup, at least, for our little villager breeder, and here's the grand secret design that I was keeping secret. It's just a villager face. I didn't want it like a hole coming out of the mountain or anything, and I didn't feel like making a huge building for it. So I put it in the cliff and just put like a little like face on it, and they come out right out of his nose, which is pretty funny. But so yeah, I just did that. The entrance I'll have behind vines. They're still growing. But that will be pretty easy. Just decorate a little better. But here's the actual farm. I think every block should have enough light that I don't have to put any more lighting. And then we have a portal over here, and we hooked up our own little portal. I had a little trouble because it's so close to our nether portal. When I came through, it kept teleporting me to the other one, so I had to do a little fiddling. No, it's broken. I got it to work for a second at least. Maybe this still works. I know going through this way should work. Oh man, my part stopped. Yeah, okay. So yeah, it doesn't matter them going back through because they should just come out and go that way, hopefully. And so yeah, it doesn't matter if this one. Got me a little scared there. Okay, but I think I'm just gonna start digging towards it. I think it's that way and a little that way. I can sort of show you the village real quick. Well, I don't have any more gunpowder, so instead of just stealing some, we are so high that we actually glide for a while. I also brought a boat just in case we don't glide far enough, but we should be able to. And we have fireworks to get back. But on the right here is where I got the sand. I don't want to look, I don't want to lose momentum, but that's where I got all my sand from for the glass, because there's not much sand near us. I'm lost. That looks like a village up there. We made it. So this is the one that we blocked up on the way back from the end. Or I blocked up. But we just wanted to make sure we had one. Just in case the rest of them died. But there's still a lot up here. And up there. So I'm sort of thinking that it might be better to put the portal here. That way it's sort of in the middle. I am gonna do it on the other side of, so from the nether side, um, just so I know it's on the same level and that it just places down here. So yeah, I'll just grab the coordinates real quick and meet you guys in the nether. Welcome to the nether. So I've started digging. I'm just gonna go straight this way and then straight the other way. And then I'll meet up with you guys when I get there, I guess. Alright, it's all finished. Boom. Right here. So now, all we need to do is set up a railroad system from this portal all the way to our portal. Alright, they both went through. Let's see if we got it. Yes! We have one. We have the minecart. Sweet! Oh. Okay. Let's go back and see if we can get another one. Well, guys, not only is the face complete, but the whole building with these last three little slabs here. We don't really need any more. In case we do, I'll leave the portal. It's easier just to leave it. But I'm still gonna cover that, so it looks good. And with that, everything is finished. We have 2 villagers in here. We have everything lit up. No one should be able to get in here and kill them. I might add another slab here, just in case somehow a zombie gets in here. Which it shouldn't happen. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. There's a lot of building, I guess. Both in one shot. But I feel like the villagers sort of helped break that up with me, going around the world. But I hope you guys enjoyed the sort of design tutorial on how we like to design things. And I hope you guys like this series. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really does help. And especially since I'm just getting started. I hope you guys enjoy my videos. If you have any suggestions or tips for me, just leave them in the comments. I'll make sure I'll read those. But other than that, I think I'll finish this up, planting all the carrots off camera. And yeah, have a lovely day.